And then he bent down and kissed me. It was during Living on a Prayer. Not Living on a Prayer.
Living on a Prayer.
Wow.
He was doing a Bon Jovi song, huh?
He was doing a Bon Jovi song, Living on the Edge.
I cannot believe you heard it here, everyone. Number one fan, Melissa, got an Aerosmith song.
I just want to let everybody know. It was a rough day today at work. Anyway, so...
Where did he kiss you?
The lips.
Wow.
I know. I almost fainted. I had to sit through 2 songs because I almost fainted. It was such a magical moment.
Wow.
And then
you never even got like that when I've kissed you.
Where I've almost fainted?
You've never gone like that, yeah. What's with this?
I plead the fifth.
What's with this?
I plead the fifth.
Steven Tyler comes and smooches you and you're fainting.
Oh my God.
I smooch you and you're like, oh my God, Kevin, get off me.
Don't say that.
I see how it is. Okay. Well.
And then I met him again at one of these private events.
Washington D.C. I remember that. I came with you. I didn't go to the event.
He didn't go to the event, but it was really sweet. He came with me. It was actually very sweet. I almost didn't want to go to the show because I was like, oh, he's so sweet, just coming here with me.
Yep, I'm a sweet guy.
Yeah, he went. We actually had a good day there. I was half dying because I was sick.
Oh yeah.
But I was like, I'm gonna go and see Steven Tyler at this private event. I don't care.
I just walked around the Capitol at night.
Yeah,
it was kind of cool actually.
Yeah, we had a good day in Washington D.C.
Yep, we did. You got to meet Steven Tyler again.
And it was glorious. Just a glorious day here.
I walked past some congressman who probably was going to see his mistress or something.
Oh my gosh.
I think we know who had the better of the night. So
yeah, it was pretty epic.
So we watched something last night, a documentary.
We did.
Before the Royal Rumble. People have been talking about it. What were your thoughts on it?
You gonna tell people what the documentary
Absolutely not. No, they have to figure it out. It's a mystery. It's like a game. So we're going to talk about... It's going to be like the movie Memento, where we're going to start at the end, and then they have to try to figure out what we're talking about by the time we get to the beginning. Now, we watched David Bowie's The Last 5 Years.
Yes.
Which is about his last 5 years.
Yeah.
And they kept using his song 5 years.
Yeah.
In it, which was kind of cool. I guess it kind of made sense. So it just goes into the last 2 albums he made, the last 2 surprise albums, and then it is about his play Lazarus.
Yeah.
So what did you think about what they had to say to themselves?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was cool that I actually kind of wish they stuck more on the albums a little bit. I feel like they got away from it. I mean, because they want to go into his background a little bit more, which is fine.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about those documentaries, they were really revealing what some of the songs were about, and his concept behind them and why he did things. So that was really cool because, especially with Black Star, I mean, Black Star's when you first listen to it,
yeah, it's
a really weird album. Like, I listened to it, that came out, and then he died 2 days later.
Yeah.
So I listened to it the day it came out on Spotify, and I was like, "Whoa, this is really weird."
Yeah, it's out there.
And then when he died, and everyone was like, this album was... He knew he was dying, and he made this album as his last album, and it became like his death was an art form.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god. So I went back.
Only David Bowie.
Yeah, and I listened to the album again, and I looked at the lyrics, and I was like, man, it was heavy. It's a heavy album. It's still really weird. Like, I listened to it again today.
Very hard to listen to.
Yeah. The best song on the album is Lazarus.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite song on the album.
That's a good one. I actually really like the Next Day album, the one before that.
Yeah,
I like that album a lot. That was his big surprise album because he didn't do anything since his heart attack. And people pretty much thought that by that point he was done with music. That was kind of it. And he came out with that album, and it was awesome.
Yeah, it was a really great album.
They talked about all the... Well, they didn't talk about all the songs, but they had some of the songs, and they had some of the musicians who played on the album.
Yeah.
And they kind of just described how they came up with the sound and everything. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, and the concepts behind some of the videos, and the meanings behind the songs again. It was just cool. My favorite song on that album is Where Are We Now?
This is a great one. Yeah.
Or Where Are You Now?
Where Are We Now?
Where Are We Now?
Yeah, you're right. So what would you give the grade of the documentary?
I would give it I don't know, I'd give it a 3 or 4.
Okay.
It was good. I don't know. I
out
don't
of
know
what,
it was...
though? 3 or 4 out of what?
Oh, out of 5, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'd give it like a B+.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know. I felt like it was just lacking a little.
Could have been a little longer. I think it could have been almost. I think it could have been more like the George Harrison one, which is like 2 parts, and is really long.
Yeah,
They could have made it a little bit longer, a little bit more in depth into David Bowie, not just the last 5 years. I think.
Yeah. Or just I don't know. There was just something lacking about it, but it was, like I said, it was cool that they kind of brought out some of the mystery of those 2 albums. Which was neat.
If you are a David Bowie fan in any way, unless your only David Bowie connection is The Labyrinth, then you should probably not watch this documentary. But if you like David Bowie, the musician, in any way, you should definitely watch the documentary. It's quite interesting.
You could watch it, that one, and if you're just a Labyrinth fan.
And you never listen to David Bowie music? Why would you want to see
I find that impossible. How do you just watch The Labyrinth and then not go check out David Bowie's music?
It could happen.
I find that impossible.
It could happen.
If you are one of those people, which I highly doubt, go listen to some David Bowie. Go listen to Ziggy Stardust.
Yeah, Melissa's telling you need to open your mind.
And Heroes.
Yep.
Well, what's the other one? Hunky Dory?
Hunky Dory.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the one with Life on Mars and Changes.
Yeah, go listen to those.
Yeah.
But I feel like they would have... I feel like if you're a Labyrinth fan, you've listened to David Bowie.
But I'm a David Bowie fan, and I'm not really a huge Labyrinth fan, I'll be honest. So.
How do you not like the Labyrinth?
It's alright.
I don't remember the ending. I just remember, certain parts.
What do you remember, Melissa?
Certain parts of
Why don't you
David
go into
Bowie.
detail of what you remember about the Labyrinth?
Do you really want me to?
No, I think that's okay.
David Bowie wears really tight tights. So,
He does. He does. Those brown tights.
dances around in these really tight tights.
Yep, he does.
He wants you to know what's going on.
Oh, my God. It's a shame we never got him in Guardians of the Galaxy, because that was a big rumor.
Oh, my God, that would have been so cool.
That was a big rumor. They were going to put him in the first one.
Yeah, he was going to be the
collector
guy.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been really cool if it was like David Bowie is the collector guy collecting all these different things from space.
Yep, and Howard the Duck.
And they should have named his name would be either Ziggy Stardust or Major Tom. How cool would that have been?
It would have been cool. Unfortunately,
He
left us before that could happen.
Well, I think they approached him, and I think he was sick at the time.
Yeah, he probably would have done it.
Oh, he totally would have done it.
He likes acting.
Yeah, I kind of wish he did more acting. I guess just people didn't want him, but I think he would have been good.
I think it was at a time where musicians didn't cross into acting. Like, not many did it.
Because most of them were bad, though.
Well, yeah.
It's like Mick Jagger tried, and he's terrible. Well, Roger Daltrey was actually really good.
Yeah, he wasn't a bad actor, actually.
But he wasn't in a lot of stuff either. I mean, he's actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Was he in that show?
CSI?
Was he on CSI?
Roger Daltrey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was actually on CSI?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He was a bad guy in it.
That's what he should be. Cool.
Yeah.
Who was he?
That was a good one.
Oh, he was in Sliders.
Was he?
He was in Sliders.
Oh, jeez.
Wasn't he? What's that one with the mountains? Highlander? Wasn't he in Highlander?
Roger Daltrey?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
There's another show or movie he was in.
He was like, there can only be one curly hair blonde guy with his shirt open. Robert Plant, back up.
Yeah, well, he was better looking.
Because they had like the same look for a while.
Yeah, but let's be honest. Roger Daltrey looked way better.
Roger Daltrey was a good looking guy.
Yeah. No, please. Robert Plant had nothing on Roger Daltrey. I'll even go on a limb and say Roger Daltrey had the better voice. I've said it.
Wow.
You've heard it.
Wow. Craziness over here.
Yes.
Very different voices. Okay. Very different.
You're talking about Zeppelin. I'll do a little segue.
Okay.
What do you think about that band, Greta Van Fleet? If I said it right.
Greta Van Fleet. I think that's what it is. So apparently they're from Michigan, I was reading. and they sound exactly like Led Zeppelin. Like, exactly.
They do.
Like Led Zeppelin. So if you want to hear new music that sounds like Led Zeppelin, but isn't Led Zeppelin, then you should just listen to these guys. And they did a cover of, what was it, Adele's...
Rolling in the Deep, I think.
Yeah, that was interesting.
It's actually pretty good.
It was. It wasn't bad. They did a cover of Sam Cooke's Change Is Gonna Come.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad either.
No, that was good.
But all their original songs, like, I thought it was Led Zeppelin. Like, he sounds exactly like Robert Plant when he wants to.
Yeah, when I first heard them, I thought it was a Led Zeppelin song, and I just brushed it off because I've heard Led Zeppelin like 50,000 times, so I'm good. But then, like, the radio, they're like, oh, it's this new band, Greta Van Fleet. I'm like, wow, they sound like Led Zeppelin. So then they started playing, I know the one single out, I forget the name of it.
I don't even know.
I think it's Highway Tune. Yeah, they've got, it's funny, they actually named their songs kind of like Led Zeppelin. So there's Highway Tune and Safari Song.
Okay, yeah.
I think those are the top two singles right now.
Right.
They're really good. I really like these guys. And I want to see more from them. They were actually touring here, but I will be away when they will be in the area. They're going to be at
Starland Ballroom,
Ballroom in May, but I will not be here. But I was like, oh, that'd be a fun band. We should go see them. And I won't be here, so can't go see them.
Nope.
Yeah, I guess you could go see them.
No, I'm not going to go see them by myself.
Bring your brother.
I could. We'll see.
Yeah.
You're going to be, in May, you're going to be living it up at the Hotel California.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's not going to be awesome.
I love California.
Leaving your husband all alone.
Well, that's your fault. You could have came.
Nope. I didn't want to go to California.
That's your fault. I'm going to go live it up in the sun, and that's too bad.
I've heard the song. It's about as close to California as I want to get.
Anyway. Sorry, California. Don't listen to him.
You should always listen to me. I'm knowledgeable in these things.
No.
I don't know what these things are that I'm talking about, but I'm knowledgeable in them.
Not California.
So, Baby Cat, you've woken her up with your music, and she's very angry now.
She's playing the music. She's so excited.
Oh, yeah,
She's
you know what?
excited for the Eagles.
Baby Cat turned that on. She did.
She did.
Wow. She was like, enough of this talking. More Eagles celebrating, right?
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Good night, everybody. We'll see if Melissa is a happy Melissa come our next podcast.
Go Eagles! Woo!